On this week's episode, we talk about Nintendo. Enjoy the show.
I just broke my. Hold on. I just broke my podcast.
Your pop filter?
Yes, thank you.
Jeez, what were you gonna call it?
I don't know.
Your podcast protector?
Yeah, man. My podcast condom.
Yeah,
Holy crap!
Even though we both,
I'm really good at this, you guys. You don't understand.
we both ordered the exact same thing.
I broke it again.
Oh my gosh, really, kid?
Okay, I think I got it. Am I good volume and everything?
Sure, yeah.
I'm sure he'll cut this out.
No.
Son of a bitch. Welcome to Wannabe Podcast, where we win up all your video game news. My name is Ryan Smith, and I'm joined, as always, by my co-host Jordan Sims.
Hello.
Why don't you tell the people all about your weekend while I fix this?
Sure, yeah. So this weekend I participated in a PPG, which is nerd speak for a pro play games.
I don't think
tournament.
that's nerd speak. I think that is an incredibly niche. That's a team, right? That's not.
Yeah, it's a team that sends out. In this case, they sent out mats, like double-sided cloth mats. This is trading cards, by the way. So I participated in a Bushiroad.
Like that Pokemon and that Yu-Joe.
Correct.
And that Mujik the Guthering.
Yep, I participated in a Bushiroad Card Fight Vanguard.
Mujik the Gathering. Got him.
Standard tournament that our local card shop hosted. That was a pro play games tournament, and I came in third. So that was pretty fun. I enjoyed it.
So did they send any members? I know when I used to go to Pokemon regionals and stuff, PPG they're like a team of players, and they would send people to regionals and stuff.
Yeah, they don't send anybody to like shop challenges or whatever you want to call them. To my knowledge, since it is like a Bushiroad game, it's kind of just, hey, here's some stuff that we just want to send you because we want you to know about our team, and I guess buy from their TCG player shop, and maybe get some of their merchandise and stuff in the future. So that was kind of that. And then we were going to do some apartment stuff, but the office was closed, which was kind of annoying. And then we participated in a Pokemon tournament too this weekend.
Yeah, that's right. We did. I
really forgot
Pokemon
that.
Tournament. I don't do that a whole lot anymore, but yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, that was fun.
Not a whole lot of people there, but
yeah,
I won, so that was nice.
Yep, I got second.
Jordan beat me, and he was my only loss, so I don't really How many losses did you have?
Just the one.
Wait, really? You only had one?
Mm-hmm.
How did you not get second?
Two. Yeah, I lost twice.
Okay, somebody else must have had only one loss.
Yeah. But man, yeah. What you still updating that 3DS over there?
Yeah. Well, no, the 3DS. Wait. Oh yeah, there we go. The 3DS updated, and I was just making sure. I got Mario and Luigi Dream Team, which I think was one of the RPGs that they released on the 3DS a few weeks ago, and I was thinking about playing it, and I went to play it, and I had to update my 3DS, which is something we've lived here for like 6 months, and I had not connected my 3DS to our Wi-Fi yet.
It's
so
crazy.
That shows you how much I use that.
That's true. It's crazy that we actually have lived here 6 months. It doesn't feel like it, but man, we're gonna have to get you like a new arm or something.
I don't know why it's been so bad. It was fine last week, so maybe our arms or our mic stands got switched out last week, and they got switched back this week.
Maybe that was it.
But I was looking at my 3DS and noticing all the themes and whatnot that I have, and it made me kind of wish that Switch had that kind of stuff.
I know. It's
also the fact that Mario and Luigi Dream Team had to have an update. I found that funny.
That is, yeah. I'm sure it's something like that. Why did I turn on my? I turned on my 3DS the other week to see if Pokemon Home was still available, and it wasn't.
Wait, what?
Pokemon Home wasn't available for me.
No, it's not available until the end of this month, I don't think.
Not Pokemon Home. I'm using the wrong word. The previous version of Pokemon.
That's not coming to Switch.
No. Did I say Switch?
I don't know.
I turned on my 3DS.
Yeah, that's available.
Yeah, but I didn't have a game to access it.
Right, yeah. Oh, yeah, I
Yeah.
just tried to do that right then. You have to have a Pokemon game
Yeah.
in your system to be able to use it, which is kind of weird.
Yeah, and I don't have Sun, or I
You
don't
can't
have any.
even look at it.
I don't have any of my old ones either. So
I don't know if I have any of them. Holy crap.
yeah, like you cannot get in there. I tried.
I guess I'm not gonna use Pokemon Bank to transfer my Pokemon to
Pokemon Home,
Pokemon Sword and Shield.
because I had some really goodies in there, but
I didn't have a lot.
I guess they're all gone.
I never did get into the meta game. It was always too in the weeds for me.
I didn't either. I just really had some really just legendary, some shiny stuff.
The only good thing I had was a good Dragonite and a decent Crobat. Everything else, I have no idea if it was good or not. It probably wasn't.
None of my stuff was meta by any means. I just had stuff that I liked. You know,
What I was saying though is on my home screen, that was not my spine. That was my 3DS. I have the red and blue theme, I guess you'd call it.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. You know, it's just got a picture of them, and it's got this. I guess it's got this like music. I don't even know if they can hear that or not. But I just wish Switch kind of had that kind of stuff.
Yeah, it can't be that hard to just slap up some themes.
But then again, they don't have Netflix. I think they have Hulu. That's pretty much it. They don't think they have YouTube or anything. It's pretty much as bare bones as it gets as far as UI.
Yeah, that's definitely true. It'd be cool to at least be able to have a wallpaper.
Yeah, I think it's just black and white.
Mm-hmm. Black or white. That's it. Nothing else.
But as far as what I've been playing this week, not a whole lot, actually. I don't think I started a new game or anything. I still have some games that I got for Christmas that I haven't started yet. But I wanted to get through several of the other games that I have before I broke into those. I think I'm getting pretty far into the Outer Worlds. As you guys might remember, I know Jordan remembers, for the longest time, it somehow got deleted. I think I actually deleted it because it wouldn't start. And then I deleted it, and it wouldn't install. For weeks, I think it might have been going on over a month. I could not install it. And then I don't remember doing anything special. Maybe Xbox updated Game Pass or something. But one day, for some reason, it just installed. And I really, really like that game. The more I play it, the more I like it. I think I'm getting fairly close to the end. I don't want to spoil anything. Although you can choose so much of what you want to do that a lot of it can't. I don't want to say can't be spoiled, but would be more difficult because unless it's something that has to happen, which I'm not sure what has to happen and what you have choices. I guess that's a very poor way to put it. But for example, I like how you can kind of betray Phineas, who's one of the main characters in the game. He's kind of the guy, your guiding light, the guy who gives you a lot of your missions. I think immediately you can just betray him. Oh yeah, this dude's right here. Let me out or whatever. You're not in jail, but give me money or something.
He was giving me lip on a planet, and I was like, "Hey, can you go get this for me?" He's like, "Yeah," and I just left him there.
Wait, what? I didn't even know he would leave his bulletproof room.
Yeah.
He's never even given me the option. Wow, okay. Why would you do that? He was the guy. You already had the bad experience of screwing over an NPC, which gave you like a no-win state.
Oh yeah.
Why would you do this again?
I went back and picked him up.
And you just say, "Oh, okay." I thought you meant you left him there forever.
No, I just I left him in an area. I said, "Stay here."
Okay. Because he's like the most important character in the game besides you.
He is really cool. I like Parfait.
Parvati?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, the young woman.
Yeah, she's
the
cool.
engineer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like her too. I've been trying to give each companion a decent amount of time. I usually pair them up with I usually get either Parvati or what's his name? Not what's her name? The doctor.
The drunk.
No, although she's awesome. Her name is. I just spent a lot of time with her because I was on Monarch, which is her home planet. Whatever the names are, that's beside the point. What I'm trying to say is, I really like the interactions between the crewmates of your ship.
Oh yeah, it's definitely the writers did a really awesome job.
The only one that I really haven't spent a whole lot of time with so far is Sam, which is the robot that you can fix, who's already on your ship.
Oh, okay. I didn't even notice that dude was there.
Really?
No.
He's sitting in a closet basically, and you can pick up some components or something and fix him.
Huh. Okay, I might do that. I wouldn't mind having a robot on my team.
But yeah, I think the best thing about this game is probably without a doubt the writing. It's very funny, very clever. But there are other aspects of it I like. The world is nice. The world's not. I don't think it's as interesting as maybe Fallout 3, but it's not that far off either. This insane like capitalism gone like to 11 out of 10 is interesting. It's an interesting world. There's a lot of interesting weapons, different energy weapons, lightning weapons, and stuff that you can use, which is really fun. And I really, really like that you can choose the way you play. More than almost any game that I've played in a long time. I said that you could kill Phineas. I don't know if he actually dies. I think he might. If you betray him, I think you can betray him within like the first half hour or earlier of the game. I've been choosing to be more sneaky, and I've been using intellect and dialogue. I normally am more. I don't usually choose like the idiot, but I choose more of the guy who goes in guns a-blazing. But I've been very dialogue heavy, very like, breaking into buildings, using lock picking, and it's really, really fun. I've never done that to this degree. It gets more and more fun, kind of the more you put into those specs.
Yes, I definitely like that with how this game is played. Usually, y'all know me. In some of the games I've played, I go straight pure black hat.
It sounded like you were doing that in this game.
Until I broke it. So I went back.
Technically, you didn't break it. You could have still beaten it, I think.
Oh, yeah.
But from what you were saying and from what I've heard from other people that have done something similar, it's much, much harder.
Oh, yeah, it was insanely hard. Going back and doing it the, quote, correct way, the nice way. Granted, I still killed some people along the way.
Oh, you still killed plenty of people.
Mm-hmm. It was still nice to be able to go through the game and not have a completely difficult time until you meet like a bunch of baddies or something. I definitely do enjoy the weapons of this game, though. I have this plasma scythe thing that's really cool.
Oh, that thing's really cool. It doesn't do that much damage. At least the ones that I found don't.
I stole it from a shop. So
yeah. Was it okay? How much do you know? How much it does? Because the one I have does like, I want to say 40 or something.
Oh yeah, this one does like 250.
That's not bad. It's not as much as some of the ranged weapons, but yeah. I picked up a rifle that I really like recently.
Yeah, I've been trying not to be completely black-hatted because some of my party members was like, dude, why the hell did we just kill all those people?
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
I like killing.
It's like, you're just a psychopath that's working for the board. And I was like, go away to the ship. You won't talk crap to like, I can do whatever the hell I want. Go away to the ship.
How far are you into the game? Without obviously spoiling it.
Pretty.
If you can. Are you past Monarch?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I think I'm about to leave Monarch.
Okay, so I'm
you're
maybe
a little bit
a couple hours ahead of you, maybe.
Yeah, you're definitely ahead of me from what I've seen that you've been playing lately. I haven't played it either in a pretty good bit. I tried playing it the other day and just couldn't jump back into it. It was just, I'll get back to it though.
Oh yeah, man, I really, really like it. The more I play it, the more I like it. I
think I just needed to get past, that 30-minute mark of diving back in, because sometimes it is a little slow to start.
Sometimes you forget what you, this isn't just in Outer Worlds. This is, at least in my opinion, in games in general, if you go a week or two without playing a game, sometimes you have to reacclimate yourself to the systems.
Oh yeah, definitely. Trying to remember what you're doing.
A minute ago, I should say, you started talking about how hard. The only hard part that I've found really so far is those Manta Queens, man. They're so hard.
They're so... I was running around, and I figured there was going to be something in this cave, because I ran, running, and you go into a cave, and one just comes out of the darkness, and I'm just like, crap.
I don't know if I've ever successfully killed one. If you don't play the Outer Worlds, Manta Queens are these basically big, gross, reptile praying mantises.
Yeah.
And they have a ton of health. And I swear they're never alone.
No, never. It's always, the Manta Queen sees me. It feels like they just spawn in out of nothingness. But
that's not happened to me, but I wouldn't be that surprised.
Well, they don't, but it just feels that way because they run around the corner or whatever. Mm-hmm. And for those of you that don't know,
I do a lot of sneaking, so I try to sneak by them.
Gotcha. They spit acid.
Yes, they do.
And if it gets on your teammates, they're like, "Oh my eyes! Oh my gosh, Captain!" And
I'm just running. Sorry, buddy. Sorry, poor buddy.
And for a little bit, I was just like, "Oh damn, their eyes."
No, they're fine.
They're fine. They're not.
Unless you play on hardcore difficulty or something, even if they die, they come back.
Yeah. So it's nice to be able to run past those, and I like that this game isn't strictly just about combat either. The combat's fun, but I will definitely agree with Ryan in the space of it is, I'd say, definitely about the story and the kind of branches you can go off of, and kind of seeing different storylines play out, different people's lives, and man, you can really fuck up some stuff in this game.
Yeah, I'm excited to see where the story ends up, where it's going. We also both played some Destiny. We both played Shadowkeep.
Finally, yeah. Thank you to the Destiny forums to tell me to unplug my Ethernet cord from the router we had into the direct router.
Oh yeah, we were having some trouble with your internet. Well,
yeah,
weren't you?
Yeah, apparently it's just one of those Destiny things that they haven't fixed, even though I'm sure they could. Essentially, I just had to unplug it from the router that we plugged into our router and just plug directly into the box we got from AT&T or whatever. So, and smooth sailing ever since then. So, grateful for that. But we're diving into more of Shadowkeep and Eris Morn's story, and man, it's pretty fun.
Yeah, it's really, really fun. I've always liked the gameplay of Destiny. It feels very good. It feels kind of like an evolution of Halo, which makes sense because they obviously are the team that formerly made Halo. I like the world a lot as well. The story is good, but it's not great. It's kind of goofy, but I don't mind that, especially when you're playing with a team. It gets fun.
Yeah, there's all last time we both had the same quest, obviously, and Ryan just gallivants off, and I couldn't find him for probably I never did find him. I never found him.
Holy hell! We're on the moon, which is where Shadowkeep takes place, and we're walking down. I don't know. We were near each other. We weren't right beside each other, but I found a hole, basically a cave, except it looked like it had some stuff around the cave wall that looked like it had been almost man-made, and I literally walked for 5 or 10 minutes down through this massive dungeon, and I'm just wandering around. Jordan, can you find me?
No, man. I see you're below me in the map, but I do not know how to get to you.
And I just wandering around for literally probably 10, 15 minutes after I get down to the bottom, and I just randomly walk out, and there's Jordan. It was at another exit.
It was really weird and creepy.
What was crazy is 5 minutes later, when we got to the next story mission, it was where it took place in the cave that I had just come out of.
And I was like, oh, this is where you were at. That makes sense. I never would have found this place.
And when I was in there, there were no enemies in a lot of the places.
Oh, okay.
And in some of the places, there were enemies. There were much more when we went down there for the story.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. I definitely like where they're going with this. We haven't even touched whatever the newest stuff they're doing right now.
No, because we hadn't played in like a month.
Yeah, true.
Before this.
Sundial or whatever it's called. But I'm kind of glad too, because this definitely seems like a game that could be easily burnt out on.
I think we still got a while before the next season, so I'm not worried about it.
I think this season's 3 months.
Yeah, something like that.
I think it's going until March or April or something like that, so we got plenty of time.
Boy.
I've also been playing a lot of Runeterra. Runeterra? It's Runeterra, yeah.
Wait.
I couldn't think of the name of the game.
You said Runeterra. What do you mean you can't think of the name of the game?
I don't know why. In my head, I was calling it something different, but that's not what came out of my mouth, so I'm glad that I called it the right thing. But that's Riot's new card game. For those,
yeah, we talked about it last week.
I played a lot this week, aside with also some sprinkles of Shadowverse here and there.
Did you make sure to get your chests on Tuesday?
Oh crap!
Have you still not gotten them?
No.
I don't know if they'll roll over next week or if you lose them.
Dang it! Oh well.
Because it is next week now. Because tomorrow's Tuesday. The next chests, because they come out every Tuesday, depending on how much you play.
Oh, that's
you
true.
get more chests, more cards, more. I think they're called shards.
Okay.
The more you play, the more you level up.
Okay, I'll check because I don't think I redeemed them or not. I did play a pretty good bit these last 2 days, really, just back to back. I still don't know what I want to play, deck-wise or archetype, whatever you want to call it.
I kind of want to play, I think there's a Jinx Draven deck that I want to play, I don't have a lot of the cards. I don't have a single Draven.
Oh, okay.
And they're 3,000 apiece. That's
Yeah.
all the champions. Are they called champions?
Yes.
I was thinking this the other day. Why are they not called legends?
Oh, that'd be cool.
The game is called League of Legends. It's not that it would be cool. It would be logical.
Why do they call them?
There must be some sort of in-game, in-lore reason.
Do they call them champions in League of Legends?
I think so, yeah.
So, okay, well, yeah, I've been playing a lot of League of Legends. Oh, nope. A lot of Runeterra. I really want to build that Teemo Poison Puffin.
Yeah, I thought about building that too.
Yeah.
I've got a decent amount of the cards to go in that too.
I have all the cards for it except the Teemos, and they're 3,000 apiece.
Yeah, I don't know how many. I saw a build online. I think it was on Mobalytics, which they do a bunch of MOBA stuff, and they also do League of Legends. I'm sorry. They also do Runeterra, and I think they do Team by Tactics and Dota Underlords maybe. But I don't know if they had 3 Teemos in there or not.
Okay.
But you might want to check that website out. It's Swim, who is he does a bunch of card games and a bunch of mainly card games.
Yeah.
On Twitch, and he does some writing for them.
Okay.
He has several decks on there if you want to check it out.
Okay, I definitely will. I also got back into playing some Control. I'm still trying to figure out how to get into this section of a map. It's the map is really cool laid out wise, but it doesn't clearly say, "Hey, go to this place."
I mean, it seems fairly linear.
It is. I'm just trying to find the access point to this place. Like, instead of like you can go in this door. Okay, this door's locked. You have to go around the other way. And so that's what I'm just making my way through that.
Need a key card or something, maybe?
That's what I'm thinking. I took an elevator down to where I think it's going to be on the right level. I'm trying to get into a control room right now to do some stuff.
You still liking it?
Oh, yeah. It's great. I love the world, design of the character. I want more.
It seems... Yeah, I do too. I think once I beat it, I'll want a sequel, and I wouldn't be surprised if they got one. Although I don't think the game sold that well.
I am curious about this, me playing it now reminded me that there's going to be DLC. And I want to know.
Isn't there?
Mm-hmm.
I forgot about that.
And I want to think that they threw around the word multiplayer, but I don't
remember that.
I might be making that up.
I think that would be a mistake. I don't think the game is nearly big enough for multiplayer.
No. I would like to see. I'm probably halfway through it. But I do want to see more of the universe, more of the world, more of maybe a prequel or a sequel, because who knows? Definitely will have more gathered thoughts once I actually complete the game. But the story is just it's been a while since a game has just grabbed me like that, and this story just I put it right on up there with how the story of God of War grabbed me. I'm not saying it's on the same level as God of War for the PS4, but when a story grabs me like this, I'll play the game regardless if I like it or not.
I really like the world building. That's one of my big things in storytelling. I will say one of my only gripes with the game is it seems a bit pretentious to me, especially when it does those close-ups on the main. I can't think of Jesse, the main character, and what she kind of thinks. It's a little goofy, and it feels like it's trying to be kind of I don't know, of a higher quality. But other than that, I think it's a great game.
I can't say anything else but high praise for this game. The only other thing I've been really jumping into is I watched all of Flash season 6 that's came out up until now, I reckon.
You told me you were gonna watch 11 episodes. Are there 11 episodes in season 6?
Yes.
Are there that many episodes in the season?
No, sorry. I watched up to there's 9 episodes.
So you started somewhere in season 5?
I thought there was 11 episodes already out.
Okay.
But there's going to be 12 episodes total for this season. And I watched all the ones that are out now, which is up until episode 9, because they stopped right before Christmas. And then I think they take January off and they'll be back in February.
I heard some rumors that they might be ending that show.
I mean, I don't see why not, because Arrow is ended now. So they're kind of wrapping up everything.
Well, people liked The Flash more than Arrow, right?
I'd agree. I like The Flash more than Arrow. But it definitely... I like the direction they're going. Some of the stuff is still hilarious, though. Like how the monitor is and different stuff. That's...
The Monitor, for all you people out there who don't know, is a character in DC Comics.
Yes. Their particular choice of how they wrote that character is just really funny. He's interesting. But I watched all that, and I watched all of Infinite Crisis on Infinite Earth, and that was about spot on to what the comics was. I still enjoy the comic version of it more than the TV version, but it was really cool to see the TV version come to life.
I liked a lot of those shows at first. I liked Arrow the first few seasons, and I really liked The Flash. But I think I fell off all of them. I fell off all the Netflix Marvel shows. I fell off all the CW shows. A lot of them are just a little too silly in a way that just doesn't quite work as well on TV as it does with comic books. I understand that comic books as a medium are just silly by nature. You know, same thing. Video games have a silliness to them. Same thing with almost anything that isn't real life. It's going to have some stuff that you have to kind of headcanon, have to jump to conclusions with. They might have plot holes here and there, or the costumes, for example, might not work as well on the big screen or on the small screen as they do in a comic book. You can pretty much have, I can't remember who said this, but I heard someone say comic books essentially have an endless budget because you can do so much with drawing that it would take so much money to do on TV or in a movie.
Oh, yeah, just jumping in about The Flash, just kind of going from season to season, they'll go from, okay, this is a world-ending threat to, okay, this is just a neighborhood threat to...
That's fine because they do that. They do that in comic books all the time.
It's just kind of...
If it was just world ending at the world ending, it would get tiresome and it wouldn't feel like it was truly world ending if it kept happening.
True. The crossovers are always fun, though. They always, you can tell they pack a lot of money into them, and everybody, you can tell the cast is having a blast with it.
I think the last one I saw was, what's his name? The dude, the Black Flash costume.
Oh, dang it, what's his name?
Zoom? Not Zoom. Was it Zoom?
It was Zoom. Yeah.
Holy, that was like actually kind of legitimately terrifying. He just beats the shit out of the Flash.
Breaks his back.
And just runs around the city, holding him by his head.
Dragging him.
Holy crap.
That was intense. I kind of dropped off Supergirl.
I like Supergirl, but I fell off of that too.
She's a great actress. I love all the actors and actresses they have for CW. I just kind of fell off of it. I might jump back on and see what Ruby Rose Batwoman's doing.
I completely forgot about that.
I did too until she showed up in the crossover, and I was like, "What is that, Ruby Rose?" So,
what about that Gotham show? Is that still going?
Oh, that's done. I think
that done.
That's done.
That done.
That done. Yeah, it's done.
I know you talked about that said they were going to finish it. Did they?
I don't know how it's finished or if they finished it or why they finished it.
Oh, wow. You were like a big fan of that show. What happened?
Man, I just kind of fell off of it. They made a child the Joker, essentially. But
I didn't think he was actually the Joker.
I think they ended up saying the word, like, this is the Joker. And I don't know.
I thought he wasn't a child. He was like 25.
But still. I just pictured the Joker at least being in his 30s. So,
I mean, the Joker's probably 10 to 20 years older than Batman, I'd say.
Yeah.
And if Bruce Wayne is like 10 or 15 years old,
fair enough.
It would make sense the Joker is in his 20s or 30s.
Okay, that makes sense when you put it like that. Yeah, I fell off of it. I might go back and watch it later. It just kind of started rubbing me the wrong way. They just did a lot of things that were not true blue Gotham.
I think the only thing good, I watched that show first couple of seasons. I think the only good thing about that show is Jim Gordon.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Alfred.
I like that. Okay, Alfred's okay too. Everything else besides Jim Gordon and Alfred, I think, is objectively bad.
No, granted, when they first came out with this show, like just the premise of it, all the, like, oh, you're going to get to see the Penguin and all these people.
Yeah, I kind of hated that.
Like, you're going to see them grow up. I was like, oh, okay, that's kind of cool. And then they started doing really weird stuff. Poison Ivy went from being essentially a toddler to... She
wasn't a toddler. Your age jar is really, really... She's like 15. Toddler's like 2.
She goes from 15 to like a young adult over like plant, Poison Ivy, green power metamorphosis.
I really didn't like... I was kind of like you on board when they were talking about all the origins of all these characters, but the way they did it was really bad because not every Batman villain needs to have this. Almost like Star Wars, they made the universe feel so tiny and small. With like every character felt like they had a connection to Bruce.
Yeah.
Which they didn't. I didn't think that was necessary.
Yeah, like, I know Penguin because I know Fish Mooney and this.
I hated Fish Mooney so much.
Yeah, I don't know.
They killed her off, right?
Yeah.
Thank God. She was an awful character.
I don't know why she existed.
They have so many good Batman villains to draw from. Why did they make... And I know that Harley Quinn comes from the Batman animated series, and I know that a lot of people's favorite version of Mr. Freeze comes from Batman the Animated Series, and yada, yada, yada. You know, people like Batman Beyond. Fish Mooney is nowhere near as good as any of those characters.
Yeah.
She's awful. She's just a boring nightclub owner. Think Will Smith got her that job?
I don't. Who knows?
That was his wife, right?
Yeah, that is his wife.
That's what I thought.
Jada Smith.
He's the only good actor in that family.
Yeah, I'd agree.
The last thing I have here on my list is I picked up volume 33 of Hunter x Hunter, the manga, a month ago, maybe, whenever the last time we went to the comic book shop. And I hadn't read it for whatever reason yet. And I started reading it this week. Really, really enjoying it. I mean, I'm not surprised at all. I absolutely adore the TV show. I love Yu Hakusho, which is the same author. And the guy who started writing Hunter x Hunter again after a break. He takes breaks a lot. I think he gets sick or something. I don't know, though. I don't know exactly. But he started writing again in 2016, I think. And I believe he has released one volume a year for past 3 years or so. I think volume 33, 34, and 35 might be out. Maybe in 36. I'm not sure. But I picked up 33, and it picks up right after the end of the anime.
That was my next question.
The 2011 anime.
Okay, gotcha. I was kind of thinking, why are you reading it if you've already enjoyed the anime?
No, it picks up right after the
awesome.
2011 anime.
Okay.
Which is the last time they animated that, and it's so good. That anime, it's probably in my top 3 anime of all time. It's certainly in my top 3 shonen of all time. And this seems to be just as weird, just as interesting, just as fun, and just as dark as the anime. And I'm super excited. I would love to see this get turned into an anime as well. I'm definitely gonna pick up volumes 34 and whatever he releases after.
Nice. It's always good to follow.
Yeah, I'm like a fourth of the way through the volume though, and they haven't even introduced any of the main characters in this volume yet, which is interesting. I think I'm on like chapter 3 or 4 of 33. I'm not entirely sure. If you haven't seen Hunter x Hunter, I mean, go watch that. That is an absolute must watch in my opinion.
It is really cool.
Also, that guy's just an amazing world builder. I think he's up there with Miyazaki from FromSoft and George R.R. Martin.
Oh.
Yeah, and also as far as anime, I'd also throw I can't think of his name. Edo. I'm not sure. The guy the One Piece guy.
Oh. Mm-hmm. I couldn't tell you his name, but I know
like a very lived-in world. Yes. I think it's Edo. I'm not sure entirely, but I probably should know because I love One Piece.
There you go. We're not even going to talk about the One Piece live action.
That's not.
Yeah.
Let's just move on to some leaks and sneak peeks. That's right. First up, according to website Bloody Disgusting, I guess they do all kinds of horror themed stuff. Resident Evil 8 is coming. Surprise, surprise. That's right. I think originally it came from Twitter or something. Okay. Originally it came from fan site Bioshock Declassified and a Twitter user Dusk Golem, who, according to Bloody Disgusting, his Twitter account has mysteriously been shut down. I am super excited. I love Resident Evil 7. I love Resident Evil 2 Remake, and I love Resident Evil Remake, period. We also have some more information on this. Apparently, Ethan, who is the protagonist in Resident Evil 7, will be returning. Resident Evil 8 was tested last year. It will not be called Resident Evil 8, but it will have a, quote, clever title. I guess how Resident Evil 7 was called Biohazard.
Yeah, it'll be first person like Resident Evil 7.
Which I'm excited about.
I do like...
It would be kind of cool that if they would keep the classic camera in their remakes and then did the FPS style in their new ones. That would be interesting.
I'd like that. I'd
Just
be
knocked
okay
my
with that.
microphone.
Gameplay starts in a village that leads up to a castle. For those of
That's
you that,
cool.
I do love me some castles.
Castle Crashers.
Dude, I love that. I played so much of that game. It's so much fun. Regular zombies will be appearing instead of the molded from RE7. For those of you that were curious about the zombies, are going to be in this game. There's also a shadowy female enemy that will follow you, but will go poof if you shoot them.
And then finally, there are apparently wolf-like creatures, and Chris Redfield will be appearing at some point during the game. I'm super excited. Capcom has been doing so well. If RE7 is any indication, if the way that RE3 looks is any indication, this will be nothing short of excellent.
Sorry, you caught me in the middle of a yawn.
I do wonder when this. Let me go back to the article over here on Bloody Disgusting. I wanted to see if they had any sort of release window, release date, rumored.
That's right. I would definitely get. Oh, it'd be cool if it released on Halloween.
I don't think. Wait, hold on. No, I don't think that there's anything.
Oh well,
I would gander next year. That would make more sense. Maybe put it on the PS5 and Xbox 2.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, I like how I was still calling it Xbox 2, even though it's called. They announced the name.
I'm fine with
I don't remember what it was.
I don't either. It's Xbox something yada yada. Confuse the consumer when they actually go into the store to buy an Xbox.
Next up, this is some Outer Worlds news actually. According to The Verge, Nintendo Switch is getting that, and I think we already knew that. Not Bethesda, but too bad. I guess Bethesda, which they made the Outer Worlds. We knew that they were releasing it on the Switch, but we weren't sure when. And now, according to this website, it's going to be
March 6th?
March the 6th, yes. Apparently, Private Division actually tweeted out that it would be coming out on the 6th. Super excited. Anybody, if you have not played that game, if you like RPGs, especially Western-style RPGs, you really will more than likely enjoy this game.
Yeah,
Actually, it was a really good year for space Westerns.
It really was.
Between the Outer Worlds and the Mandalorian.
Yeah, that's true. That's definitely true. This next one isn't something that I'm too familiar with.
Yeah, I never played this game actually.
But by the art, I am intrigued. Wonderful 101 is coming to Nintendo Switch. Now this gives me, what's it called? That GameCube game, Vengeful Joe.
Beautiful Joe.
It gives me that vibe.
Yeah, it does remind me of that. This is by Platinum Games though.
Yeah, so this is going to be coming to the Switch and...
No, it's a rumor. This is a rumor that TechRadar.com is reporting on.
I'd say it's probably confirmed, though.
It's not.
It's not, though. But get your hopes up.
Platinum has a website that is teasing it. I think it just says the 4 on it. Some people are also saying that somehow is teasing Wonderful 101. I never played this game. It's one of the many games that I never played on Wii U because I hated my Wii U and I hated playing with it.
This looks like a more Japanese version of Big Hero 6. If that made any sense, which it kind of doesn't, but it kind of does.
Big Hero 6 is pretty Japanese, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it. Yeah. So, this is, I don't know. Maybe I'll play this. Maybe I'll check it out.
I would definitely be interested in it if it comes. I'm sure it'll be $60 because Nintendo doesn't do the. And I know it's not a Nintendo IP, but it was. I'm sure if Nintendo has any say, it'll be $60.
And Nintendo likes that Mun-Muns.
They do indeed. They don't like to. How would they like to tarnish their reputation by putting their characters on discounts?
Yeah, it's whatever. Nintendo, get your money.
So, Wonderful 101 main character confirmed for Smash. This next story is something that I didn't even really know about. I know some people were concerned about it, and then it seemed to be immediately squashed. This comes from BG247. Although I think I originally heard from Giant Bomb. I think Giant Bomb, which is another video game website, they did a stream or something of the new Doom, and there was some sort of basically battle pass, or at least battle pass light progression system. And of course, everyone freaked out because they didn't want to pay for a battle pass in their single player game.
Yeah, that definitely would get me up in arms too. The Bethesda spokesman said, "There is no store in Doom Eternal. There is no paid battle pass in the game either. You can play the game, earn XP, and unlock cool cosmetics. That's it." End quote.
If that is true, that's very cool. I think I would not want to pay for it, and I wouldn't want it to be asking me for my money during the middle of this single player, quote unquote, story focused game. Although the story is definitely not the most important thing in Doom, I would not want something intruding on my gameplay like that. When it's a single player game, you can't show off your cool stuff in a single player game anyway.
And honestly, that's all it should be in a battle pass is cool stuff, in my opinion. Heard here. Mic drop. Imaginary mic drop. Reminds me of that terrible show we spent 45 minutes watching earlier today.
What was the name of that?
Mask Singers.
Oh my
Mask.
gosh. What was the name? Yeah, I think it was Mask something. This stupid show with these celebrities has 3 seasons somehow. And God help Nick Cannon, he is on every bad TV show on the planet. Where these celebrities sing, some of them were really bad also, where they sing and they're dressed up as monsters, and then the panel of has-been celebrities and Jamie Foxx tries to guess who they are.
And then later...
Somebody guessed Donnie Wahlberg from Wahlburgers, brother to Mark Wahlberg.
For those of you that don't know, Donnie is not famous at all.
I mean, he's semi-famous. He's like a C or D-list celebrity.
Yeah, but still, it's just... This isn't what I thought it was.
He has a show on A&E.
This show isn't what I thought it was, and I will not be watching more of it. But
I thought it was going to be some sort of horror comedy or something, and it's another America's Got Talent, The Voice bullshit show that I could not care less about.
I do not understand why America enjoys singing shows so much.
I don't either. Holy crap, though. They're gold mines.
I reckon
You
so.
really cannot blame... The only good one that was ever existed was America's Got Talent.
Yeah.
And then they voted for some stupid dogs that danced poorly, and I stopped watching that.
Yeah, I learned that all the seasons of The Bachelor or The Bachelorette, one of those two, is on Netflix because somebody at work was watching it, and I just thought, what is the world coming to?
People have loved those kind of shows forever. I've never been able to get in any of that garbage not live action, but quote unquote, I guess real life crap. It's so clearly fake and scripted in the worst way possible, and it shows just the grossest behavior that humans can pretty much possibly display.
Yeah.
Even worse than a battle pass in Doom.
Yeah, exactly. But moving on to something that's beautiful and mythical and magical, there's going to be a new legendary coming to Pokemon Sword and Shield. Thank you, Polygon, for this information. So it's going to be coming in February. And apparently this, legendary is also going to be, obviously, in a new upcoming Pokemon movie.
They're saying it's going to be held ahead of Pokemon Day, which is on February the 27th.
Mm-hmm. The new Pokemon's also expected to be the star, the new upcoming Pokemon animated film, Coco. Not that Coco, the one about the dead people, I think.
Dude, that's a good show.
That's what I've heard.
Good movie. It's a great movie.
I haven't watched it. I've heard it's good, though. I need to watch it. Maybe it's on some kind of streaming service. But anyway.
Is this going to be given away?
I honestly don't know. I think the thing they just released is just pretty much saying that it's out, that it's coming. I don't think...
Okay, so I thought... I'm going to be honest. The only reason I added this story is because I thought they were giving it away. But I'm looking through this article, and I don't see where it says that anywhere.
The only thing I saw about this was...
Okay, it says it's coming to Pokemon Sword and Shield. So, yes, I guess it is given away. You just might have to catch it.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, I said that at the top. I was going to speak on the Special Max Raid Battle that's going to be going alongside with the reveal, as well as for all you Pokemon goers out there. There's going to be a new event that's going to be released during the time as well. But that's really it. There's no other information that's currently released about the new mythical creature.
It's crazy to me that people still play that game.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm just thinking about how weird it is to actually see Pokemon Go. People playing it. I saw it on somebody's phone that I did not think it'd be on somebody's phone. It was a super athletic girl the other day, and she was.
I mean, you gotta think of how popular that game is.
That's true. That's true. Everybody
the game
loves.
was a phenomenon.
It really was.
I think I started playing that game 2 weeks after it came out. Maybe I played it on vacation. I remember when the week it came out, I went on vacation, and I played it a little bit on vacation, and I think that was about it. It didn't work. It was missing. I mean, I understand that was just the first 150, yada yada yada. But it wasn't just missing Pokemon, but it was missing features. I just didn't care. I didn't care about all the raids. I didn't care about the teams that you're supposed to be on. I just didn't care about it at all.
Yeah, now it's bloomed into whatever it is.
I mean, it's still kind of massive. It isn't the biggest Pokemon game. It isn't the biggest game in the world anymore. As far as, I don't even know if it's the biggest downloads anymore, but there are more popular mobile games right now. But as far as a moment in time, I don't know if any game will ever beat it. I don't know if any other game will cause a stir like that did for that short amount of time.
Oh yeah, there's people that have never. They're like, I bike to work now. I walk to work now.
Yeah, still, it blows my mind.
Yeah, it's just I do this because of Pokemon. And
like, did you play the same game as me?
It's like, what?
This game was awful. It didn't work for anything.
My bad word choice here, but favorite thing of that whole craze was, how'd you get in this car wreck? I was trying to catch a Zubat.
I don't think the game was supposed to work if you were driving very fast. I remember trying to catch Pokemon when somebody was driving and I couldn't get them. Then I remember, was it last year that they came up with the Harry Potter Wizards Unite?
Yeah, I want to say 2019.
Which
sure.
I couldn't get into either. I really like Harry Potter, but I couldn't get into that. I mean, if I couldn't get into the Pokemon version, I'm not going to get into the Harry Potter version.
True. I tried.
Although it definitely worked better at launch.
That's true. I tried for 30 minutes to get into the Minecraft version, but couldn't do it.
Minecraft version?
Minecraft Earth.
Oh, that's something completely different. That's not the same at all.
No, it is.
They're both just AR.
Yeah, that's what Minecraft is.
I know that's one, but that's all the only thing they have in common. That's like saying that Resident Evil 7 and Astro Bot Rescue Mission are the same, just because they're both in VR.
Okay, good point. But it just made me think of Minecraft Earth, whatever, because it has the same map and you got to walk to get resources. And
yeah, but I mean, the Wizards Unite and Pokemon Go are both very similar.
Oh yeah, with Minecraft it was just.
But isn't the Minecraft Earth just in a beta as well?
I think so.
Next story, this one coming from Push Square. Sony exploring PS4 remote play on the Nintendo Switch. What? That's super crazy. That actually is kind of crazy.
That is really, really crazy. And also, if this actually really does end up working the way it needs to work, this would be amazing. I
remember it working fairly well on the Vita, so I don't see why it couldn't work on the Switch.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
This came originally from a Reddit post. I guess it's some sort of survey from Sony that they did like a questionnaire survey type thing, and they talked about this. And if they're talking about it, I mean that means that they're somewhat interested in it.
Oh yeah, Sony doesn't just do anything just to do anything besides PlayStation View. I mean, that was kind of a bust, but other than that, all good. So this would be sweet to be able to do. Obviously, I don't think it'd be able to remote play everything.
Why not?
I don't know. Why?
PS Vita could do it.
I guess would you say that? I guess the Switch is more powerful than the Vita. So I want to see this in action, though.
I mean, I don't think the Vita could run Doom 2016.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I do not think it'll be able to remote play everything, but it would be nice to be able to.
No, you're misunderstanding me. The Switch can play Doom 2016.
Oh, got it.
I'm saying that anything that the PS, because it wasn't running on the Vita, it was like streaming.
Yeah. Okay.
It wasn't natively running.
Got it.
I believe I played Fallout 4 on my Vita with remote play.
Wow.
And that was not going to be playing natively on the Vita.
I did. I don't think Nope. Retract that comment. I didn't ever actually play remote play on my Vita. I think I wanted to with PlayStation All Stars, but that really wasn't a thing.
Oh, like why would you want to do that?
Because I was the best rating in the world.
Why would you ever want to play?
I was number 1.
PlayStation All Star out of how many?
500 and something. I think. It said 1 next to my name. Okay.
Oh my gosh! Did you see this new Animal Crossing Switch?
I did. It looks really pretty, but are we not going to talk about the on-the-go DualShock controller?
No. Because I don't know what that means. Explain to me what that is.
I was just looking at this article and it was talking about
Explain to me what it is.
I'm trying to, kid. So Sony wants to have a small on-the-go DualShock controller that would be able to...
This came from the same Reddit post that was on Reddit?
Mm-hmm. That would have a screen in the controller where you could play some games and pretty much just be an on-the-go system just in the DualShock. It would be a system just that would look like a DualShock controller.
That sounds like dog shit.
Yeah. Yeah, it does. That's why it's at the bottom of this article. And I'm sure there's a whole group of people that was like, hell yeah, brother, man.
I don't think so.
Let me see. I'm going to click on the
Because I'm sure, I would assume it would be about the same size as the touchpad. That sounds god-awful. Please don't do that. Let's just move on to the Animal Crossing. The Switch. This Animal Crossing Switch is going to be much better than whatever the hell that is.
Yes.
Have you seen this?
It is beautiful. It is downright beautiful.
I don't want to spend too much time on it because it's a picture, and obviously this is an audio format show. But go look it up. This I'm looking at it on Games Radar. It's just got the island. It's island with Tom Nook, and I guess they're his sons on it. And the colors are like a baby blue and a baby. I guess you could more like a. Would you say seafoam green?
Yeah, like a seafoam green and then like an aquamarina.
But go look it up. It's really cool. I freaking love Animal Crossing. I cannot wait for New Horizons. This is still come out in March?
Yes.
Okay, it didn't get delayed. Everything else got delayed.
Yeah, the console also comes out in March on the 13th for $300.
Super, super hyped. I cannot wait for Animal Crossing. If I didn't have a Switch, I would probably buy it. This is one of the better... what does the Switch console itself look like? Did they change it at all?
I don't think so, other than the Joy-Cons
And the dock.
Yeah, and the dock.
I don't see a picture of the actual Switch itself.
I don't think there's any
which
changes to
I
it
assume
from what I've
means
seen.
That there's not going to be.
They did change. They changed the back.
Okay.
The back is going to have the.
Oh, is this the one that has the back that's green?
This is the back is still. So the back of the Joy-Cons are both going to be white, as well. The back of the Switch is going to be black with little Animal Crossing logos, and it's going to come with a new leaf, a white and teal case with leaves on it.
Okay, cool. I love Animal Crossing. I can't wait.
I could never get into it, but maybe I'll play the new one.
Wait, you like Stardew Valley though?
I do. I really enjoy Stardew Valley, Minecraft, things Harvest Moon, things of that nature. I just never could get into Animal Crossing.
But Animal Crossing is better than all of those games.
I cannot agree or disagree with that statement.
But you did. You disagreed. You said you didn't like it. That means you're disagreeing.
I couldn't get into it. The only one I ever played was the one for DS.
That's the worst one.
Maybe that's why I didn't like it.
3DS or DS?
DS.
Yeah, I didn't get into that one either, but play the original or play New Leaf. Those are both excellent.
I'll just wait till March and play this one. I mean,
no. You just said that you updated your 3DS. Why didn't you purchase New Leaf?
Because I have better things to do with my time and money.
Seriously though, I think you'll like it. I think if you actually sit down with it, or I guess you could go on the go now. I always liked the original. The original is my favorite, and then New Leaf is my second favorite. I actually don't like the others that much, so if you didn't play the original or New Leaf, I guess I can kind of understand if you didn't like it as much.
You know me.
But I like the fact that you could sit down with the original because I like that you could have it on a big screen. So this is kind of the perfect, ideal world. That's why the Switch is so good, because you can have it both ways.
True.
You can have your cake and eat it too, to use a completely played out old saying. This next story, I kind of just want to talk about. It's about Dota Underlords. over on Polygon, they're saying that Dota Underlords is coming out officially on the 25th of this month. Woot woot!
That's
Apparently,
awesome.
they just also released a new character, Eno, as a Underlord. I guess he's an Underlord. I'm excited about this. I haven't played this game as much as I did when I guess when it first came out. I still really like the game, and I would not mind getting back into it.
This made me think of the fact that I might maybe get back into Teamfight Tactics. It's I like having our very.
How did you like that game?
I liked it mostly because it was completely chaotic in the fact of I didn't know what the hell was going on, and now that I a little bit understand exactly what's going on, it still doesn't make any sense to me. I don't know what build is best, and I'm definitely not trying to be a pro at it or anything. I'm just trying to have fun. Haven't played it in about whenever y'all last heard about me playing it. That's how long I haven't played it.
Like that. That's one reason I didn't like it. I felt like you had to know about League of Legends to be able to play Teamfight Tactics. I feel like in the first rounds, and I think multiple rounds interspersed throughout the matches, there are these random things where you have to select which characters you want. The carousel,
Yeah,
I think it's called, where I don't know if you take turns or not, but
you do. I think the person that's losing gets the first pick, and then it goes based on standings.
okay.
So again, I would agree with that statement of the fact of, at least with Runeterra, I don't have to know the lore and the background of the characters to know what the cards are going to do.
No,
I can kind of figure that out based on
and
their.
you have time to read the cards.
Exactly. I can figure that out based upon play styles. With tactics, it definitely feels as if, okay, you don't know this lore of this character or whatever, so this character works with this archetype of assassins or rangers or whatever, and essentially you're just matching those together. I think you're just doing, okay, I'm going to do assassins, I'm going to do elementals, I'm going to do warriors or mages or whatever, but there is this intricate synchronization, I'd say, with it all. Just kind of, okay, I'm going to do like elemental assassins, or I'm going to do, this and that, and it kind of just blends them together, and I don't understand that aspect of it.
Is this in Teamfight Tactics?
Teamfight Tactics, yeah.
Okay, I thought you were talking about Runeterra.
Oh, no, my
I
bad.
had no idea what you were talking about.
No, in Teamfight
I'm like,
Tactics.
am I missing an entire aspect of this game?
No,
What is he talking about? Elemental?
No, in Tactics, there's different like subclasses and stuff, and you get buffs and etc. So I may jump into it. Maybe I'll watch a YouTube video or something on it, and if I just can't understand it from that, I'll just jump on Dota and see if I like that one.
I liked Underlords because it felt, I guess, maybe less random as well, which is one of the things I hate about card games is the randomness. So if there's a game that has less of that than another game, I'm naturally going to kind of migrate to that as well. Also, I like the art a lot, too. I like the designs of the Dota characters a lot. Although I will say that they can be a big bland, but I would say actually it's more about the art than the character design themselves.
If only Valve would give us an update to Artifact.
Yeah, man, I know. I thought they might. Someone who works on Artifact had tweeted out something about some news or something happening this past Wednesday, so I kind of waited with bated breath, but it's never happened, so I was a little upset. Not really upset. I was just kind of disappointed would be a better word.
Yeah, it did suck. Maybe they will release something. I'm starting to lose hope. I really am.
I really don't blame you.
It's sad how much crap that game gets. I was talking to some of our card game buddies about it just because we were talking about Runeterra and Shadowverse. And I was like, I really like Artifact, guys. And they shut it down. They were talking so much crap on it. Just like, oh man, this game sucks and yada yada. And I was like, why? Like I love it. Mostly because I own all the cards. That's a big factor.
I wouldn't even say I loved it, but I think it had good, interesting potential. And I didn't even put enough time into it to decide if I loved it or not. What the heck? I'm hearing things.
Who knows, man? Who knows?
But kind of because by the time I got on it, it was almost dead.
Yeah,
But I did like it, and I did think it had a lot of potential.
I did play a lot of it. I thought it was going to be, the Americanized Shadow, because Shadowverse is like the weeaboo.
Literally, that would be Hearthstone.
I know.
That's
I just can't get
just
into
straight
it.
up Hearthstone.
I can't get into Hearthstone.
You don't like the fact that it has better artwork and the fact that its systems were completely stolen by Shadowverse, or the fact that it has better artwork, or
You can come up with one more. I believe in you.
better artwork.
Sure, that can be the 3 for 3 reasons of why it's better. Shadowverse's art isn't for everybody, that's for sure.
Okay, let's talk about Housemarque. If you don't know, Housemarque are the people who made Resogun, which is one of the very best PS4 exclusives. It's not really a shmup. Maybe it would be, but it's not. It's more of an arcade game. Highly recommend it. It was, especially when the PS4 first came out, it was one of the very best games. I think they made Alien Nation, and maybe they might have made a game also called Zombie Nation. I'm not sure. I can't remember. But anyway, they were kind of a smaller team who were making. They decided to make a battle royale game titled Storm Divers, which is really strange, and it didn't make a whole lot of sense because they are a smaller studio, and a big swing and a miss like this could spell disaster for them. And now, according to PC Gamer, those worries seem like they might be somewhat founded because they are putting that Storm Divers Battle Royale game on hold so they can make another game.
Yeah, so they can put all their efforts into what they are calling a mystery game. They said, quote, "Now we are focused on delivering our most ambitious and biggest game to date." End quote. That's from the update from the CEO, Ilar Kinnaman.
Yeah, I think they're Dutch or something.
Yeah. I don't know what to think about this. When I think of mystery game, I automatically think of, dang it, what's that game that I played on PS4 that used the touchpad?
Are you talking about
Erica?
They're not talking about that kind of mystery game.
Oh, okay.
They're like, it's a mystery what the game is.
Oh, okay. I was like, oh, cool. I like mystery games.
But they also say this is their biggest game yet. But wasn't this Storm Diver game going to be their biggest game yet?
I would think so.
Battle Royale is kind of still the hot game of the day, the hot genre of the day, the new kid on the block.
Yeah, from this picture, I don't hate the way it looks. If my guesstimation is proven, the fact that this is going to be the picture I'm looking at is Storm Divers.
Yeah, I would assume it's Storm Divers. It's kind of a semi-realistic looking military world. I hate the way it looks. You said I
don't mind it.
I think it looks super generic.
It looks like she's carrying a hockey puck, though, not a stick.
Looks like it looks like she's carrying some sort of a torch to me.
Maybe she just got done blowing up that fire in the background.
The last game was in 2017. Next Machina. I completely forgot about that game.
Man, it's everybody can make video games. Everybody.
I'm definitely gonna be keeping an eye. Wait, what?
I said everybody can make video games because there's so many studios that I don't know about or even on my radar.
I'm sure there's a ton, but
that's just what I was saying.
This is a very talented studio, and I'd be sad. It would be a disappointment if they went away. If people of that ilk and that talent were no more. That would be a sad day.
It would be for those that enjoy that.
The final story in this here Leaks and Sneaks Peek segment is going to make you Breath of the Wild fans sad. So Sabi, who we talked about a couple weeks ago, who was spreading rumors about the Paper Mario and, there was one more, I can't remember. Paper Mario.
Metroid, I think.
Metroid, yes, thank you. A 2D Metroid. And who's got some stuff right in the past, has yet some more information for us. Obviously, I always take these rumors with a grain of salt. So Sabi has tweeted, firstly, quote, "Got some good words for Paper Mario from another source. Now I have absolutely no skepticism. Be hype." Then he goes on, also got some more specific teasers on the way. Won't say too much. Then his next tweet is, "Breath of the Wild 2 taking longer than anticipated back during E3 2019, so it doesn't seem to be this holiday's release, which adds more credence to the major title I was referring to on a tweet the other day. Neither are set in stone yet, so take some salt. The more likely one has tires. Obviously, a lot of people are going to think that this is some sort of new Mario Kart game.
I was hoping for a Twisted Metal release on Nintendo Switch.
Maybe you can play the new Twisted Metal on the Switch through that thing that we were talking about earlier.
Remote share.
Yes.
Remote
play.
That'd be cool.
Are you a Mario Kart fan?
I do enjoy,
Yeah, you definitely are, because the other day, it's been like 3 months ago now, when we were playing Mario Kart, you were pretty good. I sucked, and you were pretty good.
I have been known to enjoy Mario Kart from time to time. I think I've played every single iteration of it since the original.
Holy mother.
Even, I got the, red's my favorite color, but I only got the red DS because it came with Mario Kart.
You got like 12th 3 games in a row, and then all at the very beginning, and then all of a sudden you just got first or second. You got top 3 every time after that.
I had to get a feel for it. I wouldn't say I'm really good at Mario Kart.
There was no in between.
Oh no. Yeah, I'm really good at 64.
Oh yeah.
I'm really good at Mario 64. I need to pick up. My plan is to get Double Dash for the GameCube.
Why?
Because that's one of my favorites.
But
it's
when would you play that?
I don't know when.
You don't play the single player games you have on GameCube.
I know. I was just thinking about maybe if we have friends come over, we could play Mario Kart, and then I realized that none of my friends are gonna come over to my house. It's just you. So.
And I live here, so.
Yeah, it doesn't really.
I'm not even gonna play it with you.
I don't know.
I think Mario Kart is, if I'm gonna be honest, I think it's like Super Smash Brothers. The newest game is the best game.
Oh yeah, 100%. Really, it is. There's I guess there's no reason for me to pick up the most recent one for Switch if a new one's gonna be coming out.
I'm kind of surprised. I think that Mario Kart 8 Deluxe has sold like 20 million units or something.
Yeah, they definitely ride the train of the Mario Karts for a pretty long time.
They're always one of the best-selling games on their respective consoles, but I didn't even think about Mario Kart 9, honestly, on the Switch.
I didn't either.
I saw earlier today, I can't remember where it was. I think it was on an IGN YouTube video where Nintendo said that the Switch has got another 3 or 4 years. So I kind of thought, I guess I was thinking that the next Mario Kart wouldn't be until whatever comes after that.
Yeah, I am interested to see what new thing they're going to do with Mario Kart 9 when it comes out, because with this one, they did the different cars and the gliders and stuff like that. A huge plethora of tracks you could do and different stuff. So I'm curious about what they're going to do. Hell, maybe it'll be a Mario Kart Battle Royale.
I mean, maybe they'll have a mode or something. I don't know what an entire game Mario Kart Battle Royale would be like.
I don't know. Forza does a pretty good job.
Also, obviously the other big news here is that Breath of the Wild may or might be being, and that sounds horrible, delayed. Do you have any thoughts on that?
The last Zelda game that I was really into was Twilight Princess.
So yes.
I mean,
you're super sad. Breath of the Wild 2 got
I'm
delayed.
so sad. I really wanted more Breath of the Wild. I like the fact you could rock climb in that game and that you get a horse and there's collectibles.
You're just describing every Zelda game?
Yeah.
Breath of the Wild is going to be that and The Last of Us. Those are the 2 games I want to give a second chance this year. I plan on, they both have sequels going up. Highly, highly anticipated sequels by pretty much everyone but me. And I want to give both of those games second, or I think I've tried to play Breath of the Wild 2 or 3 times, and I've always gotten stuck on a puzzle that pisses me off, or I've gotten lost in the world, or yada yada yada. And for whatever reason, I decided I didn't like it, but I want to give it another chance.
Well, whenever you need to, borrow The Last of Us, just come on over to Blockbuster.
I have The Last of Us.
So I'm probably not going to be giving the Breath of the Wild a chance.
Wait, what?
You shut me down for my Blockbuster pitch. I was going to open up my own Blockbuster.
I have Breath of the Wild. But My brother has been borrowing it for like the past literally year. Holy crap.
What game of mine does Jake have?
Jake has. I have no idea. I didn't.
Oh, he has Horizon.
Okay.
That's right.
Another game I didn't like.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on before people hate me forever. To some new games. That's right. First up is the game I'm looking forward to this game more than any. Monster Energy Supercross, the official video game 3. This comes out on February the 4th, which is the day you're listening to this, for the Switch, Xbox One, PS4, and PC.
For all you people that are frothing at the mouth for more Witcher, you can now enjoy that on your Switch. The Witcher Thornbreaker is available now.
Apparently, this kind of shadow dropped on a couple days ago on the eStore. If you don't know, this is a Gwent style, kind of a card game based. I'm saying this really weirdly. A card game battle system set in the Witcher universe.
Yeah, I'd say you did a pretty good job of explaining it. The trailer and the just overall artwork and logo of the game looks sweet.
Yeah, I would agree.
Apex Season 4 is available now.
You gonna play that?
Hell yes.
I still gotta figure out what's going on with my launcher.
That new legend looks amazing. Who are you? I am Death. Yes. Go,
I am an edgelord.
100%. Just, yep.
Dark Crystal Age of Resistance Tactics, February the 4th. Once again, that is the day you're listening to this. That's right. All you are listening to this on the day it comes out. It's going to be on the Switch, PS4, Xbox One, and PC. I thought this was a Switch exclusive for some reason. Maybe it's because I think they showed this at a Switch or at a Nintendo Direct.
I'm going to have to put a petition out there. Let's go ahead and dial back these video game names. They're getting too long. Just maybe four words max in the title.
I think Dark Crystal Age of Resistance is the name of a movie. I know Dark Crystals is the name of a movie or TV show or something that a lot of people love, and it's just a tactics game. Is what they're doing there.
I do love tactics. I need to jump back into Wargroove and maybe give Pokemon Conquest another chance. But anyway, moving on to Code Vein is getting some DLC called Hellfire Night that's available now.
Did you ever play Code Vein?
I played the alpha, beta, whatever, early release doodad on PS4 and was going to jump back into it and got swept away by Destiny and all the other doodads and games I've been playing. So I need to...
Liking the word doodad.
Yeah, it's my word this week.
Okay, finally, Yooka-Laylee and the Impossible Lair is getting a demo on all your favorite platforms. And Mythic Quest, which is the show by some of the creators of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, which is personally one of my favorite shows of all time. It's getting that is coming out on February the 7th. Unfortunately, that is exclusive to Apple TV Plus, though.
Lame. That just made me think of, I need to know when that little monkey game's coming out. That little cute monkey game that never had a release date. It said it was going to come out early 2020. Hadn't came out yet. I think the monkey ends up getting a gun, maybe. I'm not sure.
What?
We talked about it a lot.
Oh, yeah. I completely forgot about that game.
I need to play that damn little
Pokemon Gun.
Yeah. Monkey Gun, whatever.
I completely forgot. I have no idea what that game's called.
Maybe he doesn't get a gun, but I'm interested in that game.
I didn't dream about that, did I?
No. It's a real thing. It's out there. They just...
I forgot about that. Moving on to the news. When the Switch was first revealed, many people, including myself, were worried about the handheld console hybrid. Now, less than 3 years later, my fears have been proven completely unfounded. Late last month, industry and insider Daniel Ahmad revealed the Switch had sold more than 50 million units worldwide, which by all accounts, including Daniel's, is more than the Xbox One has sold in over twice that time. Website Eurogamer points out that this is faster than any PlayStation console, even the almighty PS2, which sits at a staggering 150 million units sold, although no console has ever made it close to that number again, and I doubt any console ever will, including the Switch, obviously.
So, I didn't want a Nintendo Switch until I got a wild hair and randomly went out and bought one.
Until you got a wild what?
Wild hair?
What the hell is that?
You never heard of that saying? It's where you just randomly go do something.
That's
Like,
not a saying.
I think it is. It's not one of my nonsensical things I make up, okay? I'm pretty sure people say it.
I've never heard. Is it Hare?
Yeah, wild hair.
I'm looking up right now.
Look it up. Go to Urban Dictionary. Check it out.
Wild Hair Smoke Shop.
Nope.
It's in Memphis, Tennessee.
Oh, man.
Shout out to Wild Hair Smoke Shop.
There you go.
Wild Hair.
Sane.
Meaning?
Yeah, sure.
The first refers to or accompanies someone or something to natural skittishness of breeding hares in spring, especially in March. Is that what you mean?
No.
CBS News. Okay, here we go. Get a wild hair. Oh, Lord. This is onlineslangdictionary.com. The slang page is... Okay. The slang word of get a wild hair. The hair being a wild... I'm going to click on this. You ready?
I'm ready.
Noun. The correct spelling is wild hare, Hare. A wild hare is a phenomenon found in horse. A hair from the horse's tail may fall into the water trough. Sometimes fungus or mold in the hair will make the hair wriggle through. Oh, God.
Way to make me look like a fool.
I'm going to vomit. Wait, hold on. That's the most disgusting thing I've ever read in my life. And I've read about Alabama Hot Pockets. Okay, here we go. Verb. To get a wild impulse.
You're
There you
welcome.
go.
I told you that's
Spelled
what.
it incorrectly, though. According to onlineslangdictionary.com, it's Hihare. It says common misspelling of get a wild hair. Wait, no. Now I'm confused. Either way, you're correct. That does mean random impulse.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. That
was a
good
lot.
Lord. That first definition is
Intense.
truly horrifying.
It really is.
Absolutely disturbing on a level I didn't know was possible.
That's why you don't go down rabbit holes on the internet.
Holy. Oh. Congratulations to Nintendo. What's really, I guess, crazy about this story to me is it's already outsold the Xbox One.
I thought, yeah. I mean, when you kind of think about it, the Xbox One really does just turn into a Netflix device for people. That's what mine turned into.
It didn't really have any exclusives, and any that they did have since come to PC.
Yeah, man. Xbox Game Pass really just Xbox Game Pass really just helped Xbox kind of get things moving. It definitely makes it where currently you really don't need an Xbox. So I can definitely see how people kind of weighed their options and thought, okay, I can afford Game Pass.
Well, here's the thing, though. That was not a thing. That wasn't even on the radar when the Xbox One first came out.
No. So
They screwed the launch up so badly. I think they fired the head honcho. They focused so much on entertainment besides video games. Video games was kind of on the back burner there. Everyone thought consoles were dead. They weren't. They fired the dude. They hired Phil Spencer, and he's done absolutely nothing but amazing things since he was hired or promoted or whatever.
yeah, but that launch really did cripple them. And like you were saying, there really wasn't any mega exclusives. I remember the only thing I played on my Xbox One when I had it, and I got it pretty much when it released, was I played GTA 5.
But that's not exclusive.
No, that's what I was gonna say. I was just gonna list off the games that I played: GTA 5, Elder Scrolls Online, and Call of Duty: Advanced Warfare. I mean, that's not a great lineup. And then if I wasn't playing any of those, it was really just Netflix, man. That's all the thing was good for. So I can see how people were leaning more towards the Switch.
Well, not just that, but obviously the PlayStation 4, which is sold over 100 million units now. And obviously both of those consoles came out years before the Switch. They was still dealing with the awful thing that was the Wii U. It just goes to show you how important that launch is. Because Xbox 360, which it technically lost to the PlayStation 3, technically. PlayStation 3, I think, sold a few million more units. But for years, the Xbox 360 was in the zeitgeist. And although technically, the Wii U won, not the Wii U, the Wii won. It sold around 100 million, I think, as well. But yeah, everyone had an Xbox 360. So,
Oh yeah, there's people that go out and buy Xbox 360s now.
which that kind of worries me. Go back to the Xbox 360, and then the Xbox One doing so poorly because of that launch. But now PlayStation 5 is not gonna, or Sony is not gonna be at E3 this year. So that kind of worries me. Are they gonna be that old? Because it's not bad to have a little swagger, right? But I don't want them to be cocky and then pull a PS3 again.
It from my perspective, it feels Sony just has a really big head right now. And I think personally, maybe the PS5 sales are going to suffer because of that.
I wouldn't be prepared to go that far, but I would not be surprised at all if they stumbled out the gate in some way.
Random thought. Do you ever think Monster Hunter World is ever going to come to the Nintendo Switch?
I have no idea.
I just randomly thought about it. Just wanted to throw it out there and see what's what.
I would say no, but I don't really know. I don't really have any idea, but I would say if I'm going purely based on gut, I would say no.
I would say they could do it if for some reason, if by any means, they could make the multiplayer easier, because it's already hard enough to do multiplayer anything on the Switch for some reason. So
that's true. Combine that with the weirdness that is Monster Hunter World multiplayer, and you have a recipe for disaster.
Staying on the Nintendo train, we're going to be moving on to some Pokemon news. The Japanese game makers also doing very well when it comes to games sold, at least if you go by Pokemon. The latest entry in the behemoth JRPG franchise has now sold over 16 million copies in just 6 weeks, according to Eurogamer. It was also announced that the replacement for Pokebank, which is now being called Pokemon Home, will be coming sometime this month and will have both free and paid versions.
So apparently, Pokemon Sword and Shield has already outsold outsold Pokemon Eevee and Pikachu. What were those called?
Let's go Pikachu and let's go Eevee.
Let's go Pokemon. No, let's go Pikachu and let's go Eevee. And I believe they also outsold Sun and Moon.
What about Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon?
That I don't know.
Okay, fair enough. That's crazy. 16 million copies in 6 weeks.
Yeah, I think it's 16.18.
That feels like a ton.
It is a ton. Remember when all those people were gonna boycott this game?
I might have been one of those people that was considering boycotting the game until I realized that it doesn't matter, and also that Flareon was in the game. So I wasn't that mad like some of the other trolls out there that were.
I mean, how many times do people come out and they say, I'm not going to buy this game, I'm not going to support this product, and then inevitably the thing sells 30 million units?
Exactly.
How many people have said they're not going to buy the new Call of Duty, or the new Assassin's Creed games,
or the new NBA 2K whatever games?
And it just seems to have zero effect.
Mm-hmm. They're just
because those are they're either the silent minority, the vocal minority, or they're lying.
Yeah. Sometimes people just get mad when it's not picture perfect the way they had it in their head.
I can't wait. I very much enjoyed Sword and Shield. They are probably my top 5 Pokemon games. I would say probably my top 3 actually. And I cannot wait for the DLC. Me
neither. I was thinking about that the other day on how I was like, man, I could load up Sword and Shield again, play a little bit, maybe do some EV training. I was like, I don't really want to do that. And so I was like, oh yeah, the expansions are coming out. I'm super excited for those.
What do you think about Pokemon Home?
Well, if I had a DS game to move Pokemon Bank over with, that'd be nifty. But for me personally, I don't think I'm going to jump into the whole Pokemon Home thing because I have other things to do rather than be a competitive VG gamer.
Yeah, I don't know if I would. What in the hell? Oh,
what'd you click on?
I'm on a Destructoid ad about Pokemon Home, and
I want to experience it with you. I'm opening it now.
There is I swear I haven't clicked on anything on this computer, but I'm getting an ad for something called Horse. HOWRSE. Create your horse breeding farm online.
Online? You can breed horses online?
But why I went to this website is I saw it earlier. They talk about the Pokemon Home pricing plan. If you don't know, I believe Pokemon Pokebank was only $5 for a whole year. And this, at least with a premium price, according to this article by Destructoid, is going to be $16 for a year.
Correct. Or $2.99, $3 a month if you wanted to do the month route. I'd much rather pay stuff for a year. I'd much rather just do that. But if you were wondering what the difference between the basic and the premium were, we can break that down for y'all now. So for the basic, moving Pokemon from Pokebank is unavailable. Number of Pokemon that can be deposited, 30. Number of Pokemon that can be placed in Wonder Box at once is going to be 3.
And Wonder Box, I believe, is where you trade random Pokemon, I think.
Yeah. The number of Pokemon that can be placed in the GTS at once, which is the global trade system, if I remember right, is going to be 1. Room trade you can participate in, and judge function is unavailable to you.
I think that has something to do with like big tournaments and stuff.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say, the online tournaments. Now over to the premium side of things. Moving Pokemon from Pokebank is going to be available. The number of Pokemon you can deposit is going to be 6,000. The number of Pokemon that can be placed in the Wonder Box at once is going to be 10. The number of Pokemon that can be placed in the GTS at once is going to be 3. You can participate and host in room trade. And also you can have that judge function available to you if you have the premium service.
I know some people are definitely upset about this. I think that a lot of them are either misreading into this or they are over-exaggerating. If you want to do a lot of this, I think, first of all, there is going to be a, what would you call it?
A beta?
Yes, there's like a
free trial.
A free trial, that's a better way to put it, where anybody can do it for like a week. So if you're that invested into it, which I think probably well over half the people that are complaining aren't. But if you are, do it in that week. And then after that, just use the basic plan and do it every once in a while or something. But I think the main people who are going to do this anyway are the hardcore players.
Yeah, just one more note about what Game Freak has to say about the National Dex. Quote, Pokemon will be registered to the National Pokedex when users deposit them in the boxes in Pokemon Home. If users deposit a Pokemon that can Mega Evolve or Gigantamax, then these forms will also be registered in the National Pokedex. Trainers will also be able to see Pokedex entries from various games in one place. With the mobile device version of Pokemon Home, users will also be able to search by Pokemon's moves or abilities, end quote. So that's pretty great. I was going to say that's pretty great. Also on the mobile app, you can receive mystery gifts through that. You can also judge through the mobile app as well, and you can do some stuff with stickers and etc.
Yeah, so. Speaking of mobile, I believe this is also coming to Pokemon Go sometime in the future. So no plans to get this, at least the premium version?
No, I probably won't even use the basic version. Thinking back to how much I actually used the Pokemon Home, yeah, I threw a bunch of Pokemon up in there, but didn't use it too much after that.
I mean, neither one of us have a modern Pokemon game besides, obviously, Sword and Shield, so I don't really see how this would help either of us. Maybe when the next game comes out, Sword and Shield 2 or Pokemon Gun or whatever, or the next completely different one.
Yeah, I mean, for me to use this, I would have to get a DS or 3DS version of a Pokemon game, load it up, or at least I guess just have it in my system. So
you could get Hey You Pikachu or Pokemon Go.
Does that work with? It doesn't work with Pokemon Bank though, does it?
I have no idea.
So yeah, it's too many steps for me to actually.
Well, you wouldn't need Pokemon Bank for Pokemon for
Home.
For Go or the new Pikachu and Eevee games.
True, but I'm saying if I wanted to retrieve the Pokemon I have on Pokemon Bank, I'd need a DS or a 3DS version of Pokemon to access Pokemon Bank.
Yeah, because I tried the same thing today.
Yeah.
And it didn't work.
And who knows, maybe since I haven't paid for it in X amount of months or whatever, years, all my stuff is gone.
I don't know how that works, actually. I don't know.
I don't either.
I don't know if it goes away. I'm not sure.
Who knows? They're Digimon now. Much
like Digimon, they have been completely forgotten about by the vast majority of the population. Moving on. Over the past few weeks, there have been many teasers for things coming to Overwatch by streamers and Blizzard alike. While many were hoping this would be the much-wanted hero ban system, Jeff Kaplan from Blizzard squashed those hopes. Then a few days later, Blizzard released a developer update for Overwatch, and it turns out hero bans are coming. Kind of. According to the video starting next season, Blizzard will enable a new system, what the hell is that? System they're calling hero pools. Every week, a set of heroes will be chosen and removed from competitive play. They did not say what criteria they would use or how many heroes would be axed, so we will just have to wait and see. In the same video, Blizzard also announced a new card called Experiments, in which they would have a new modes, new things that they would put in that, in which not only the PC would be able to play, but also consoles. So this would not be a PTR thing.
Huh. Well, good for them trying to make the game place a better place for people.
Yeah, I think that they had. They also said that they were going to be. Basically, they promised faster updates, and I could kind of believe that because over the past month or so, they have been releasing much faster updates than they had previously.
That's really good. Sadly, nothing that Blizzard has done lately has rekindled my flame for Overwatch. Hopefully Overwatch 2 will be able to get me to jump back into it, or maybe this hero pool thing will make me play it again. This experimental card, maybe with new game modes or something. Little sprinkle this, little sprinkle that, you know?
I'm definitely interested in this hero pools. I think I would rather it be the ban system that everyone was hoping for, but it just gives you more control as an individual. But I'm definitely still excited because these hero bans and also the faster updates, both a big deal in my opinion. I know that they said that as far as the Overwatch League goes, I think they're going to be banning one or two from each category. And that depends on how popular those heroes were the previous week. But that is going to be different from competitive play, and also this is not going to be in quick play. So anyone of you who play just quick play, you need not worry about this.
That'll be good for them. I know a lot of people in quick play just.
I've heard quick play is great
right
now.
I've enjoyed quick play here and there,
and I still play Overwatch on a semi-regular basis. I start playing maybe once every other week or so, and play a decent amount for that week. But I have been playing other games, Rainbow Six Siege, Runeterra, Destiny 2 more lately, and Overwatch less. So this could pull me back, a year or two ago, probably closer to 2. I was playing a very lot. Then that's good grammar right there.
That is.
I was playing a ton of Overwatch, but maybe this could bring me back into that. I don't know if I'll ever go back to playing that much though.
Yeah.
I like being more diverse.
Yeah, going to my kind of playthrough of, I think the last time I actually played was the Junkensteins, so Halloween, and then I did open it for the Christmas loot boxes, but I didn't play. So the last time I played Overwatch,
just want to get those sweet loot boxes.
That's right. I just wanted the loot boxes. I just wanted the cosmetics. Yeah. So it hadn't done it for me.
That's understandable. Overwatch is it's a game of high highs and low lows. So if you're experiencing the low lows a lot, it's very, very frustrating.
Yeah, it just wasn't for me. I still want more of the lore. I love reading the comics.
Man, they haven't done anything. I don't know what the lore guy, I can't think of his name, Michael Chu or something.
Something like that.
I don't know what he's been doing for the past 2 years.
Well, hopefully he'll be Hopefully he will be releasing some content soon, whether that be animated shorts or comics or.
He must Does he do stories maybe within Blizzard at Warcraft or something as well?
I have no clue. I'm gonna have to do a deep dive on him and try to figure out what he's been up to because I need Overwatch lore. I really enjoy it. Something.
Yeah, that's great.
Maybe maybe Mora and Sigma they went on a date or something, and who knows?
They do have the same haircut. Wait, no, they don't. What am I talking about?
Sigma's bald. Wow.
Hot take.
Moving on to some deals for y'all. Games with Gold are going to be TT Isle of the Man, available now until February 29th.
Okay, yeah. This is a motocross, motorcycle racing game. And I didn't think anyone would have any idea from that title of what it was, actually. So I wanted to clarify that.
Okay, thank you. Call of Cthulhu is available from February 16th to March 15th. Fable of Heroes is available now until February 15th. And finally, the last one rounding out our games with gold are going to be Star Wars Battlefront from February 16th to February 29th.
All right, moving on from games with gold to PS Plus. PlayStation continues their great selection of games here. BioShock The Collection. I think these are all going to be available. John, would you mind looking that up? Thank you. Okay, so BioShock The Collection. We got The Sims 4 and Firewall 0 Hour, which is a VR title.
The PlayStation Plus games are going to be available from February 4th
until
March 3rd, 2020.
All right, we also got some Epic games going on today. Farming Simulator 19 is available now until the 6th. And be sure to check your Epic accounts all the time because honestly, there might be a new one available now.
Yeah, I am very grateful and happy they gave this game because Farming Sim is something I've been interested in since 2016, but I never wanted to actually buy it myself. And so now I can finally live my lifelong dream.
Or you could just play Animal Crossing.
Being a farmer, I guess, man. And the other ones you can get through Epic are going to be Ticket to Ride, February 6th through February 13th. And
isn't that a board game?
Yes, it's a board game about, I think, getting trains or making trains or running trains. I'm not sure.
Okay.
Cara Noso is available February 6th through February 13th.
Now, it's time for the Metacritic Madness.
I want to edit in some thunder behind this. That'd be cool. But, use your imagination. I'm not going to edit any thunder.
No, what are you talking about? You just did, didn't you?
Yeah.
You didn't hear that?
It was so good.
This week's contestant for Metacritic Madness is going to be... BioShock, come on down!
Ranked 15th out of 300. BioShock for the 360 and PC that came out in 2007. Game Informer had this to say. Without BioShock, we wouldn't have one of the most compelling and unique settings in the history of gaming. Rapture. Players explored this ruined underwater utopia and pieced together its history, using an assortment of guns and genetic modifications to keep an army of mutated residents at bay. Not to mention bigwigs like Andrew Ryan and Sander Cohen. BioShock was a blast to play, letting you equip various augmentations to match your preferred approach to combat, though plenty of fights were tough, not testing your resolve like run-ins with Big Daddies, hulking behemoths, set on protecting Rapture's most valuable resources. BioShock's rich world, twisting tales, and complex subject matter, including fate, obsession, and objectivism, made your journey into its depths unlike any other shooter.
BioShock is not a good game. It's not a good game at all. BioShock focused nearly all its efforts on tricking the gaming public into thinking it's a good game, which is why it's one of the worst games in all of history. I'm a person who is all about immersion. I'm sorry, by the way, this is a fairly long review, but I had to read it. But the immersion in BioShock is intensely contrived. In other words, It knows you like him. It knows you like immersion. And it's trying to manipulate you based on that. The people who made Bioshock don't like immersion. They just knew they would get awards and critical acclaim for it. For what? Every great moment, in quotation marks, in Bioshock is not Bioshock saying it thinks it's a great moment. It's Bioshock saying, quote, I don't know why he's putting these, you'll probably think this is great, end quote. I don't know how that passes for the public, but it doesn't pass for me. I want some honesty. If I'm not hearing what actual human beings think about something, then it's a waste of time. The gameplay is geared to a mind of about 3 years of age. You walk around, you shoot things. The end. The few extra bits like magic, minigames, and photography are in there. Photography? But they add nothing interesting and serve just as a waste of time. Normally, if your game is all about walking and shooting, it is made up with interesting level design, interesting enemy behavior, or something like that. Not in Bioshock. You're insane. That's the whole game. You walk, you shoot, you walk more, and then you shoot. You listen to some bad voice acting, boring dialogue about something you don't care about, then you watch a cinematic with some of the most shallow, pointless characters ever. Telling, that's in all caps by the way, you're supposed to care, but really, truly finding that you don't. This is the most shallow game I have ever played. It makes almost zero attempt to present the player with something true and good. Something that someone worked their heart out on and truly believed in. Instead, you can see the developers behind these scenes thinking, quote, another quote he got from 2K apparently, the inferior masses will eat this up. End quote. And you did! Holy shit! Nobody at 2K Games cares one iota about Bioshock. They care only about money and prestige. It's not a game made by people for people. It's a game made by people for mindless zombies who have no respect for their own views or important issues. Oh! Exclamation point. It's a game with morals. All caps. Good, because I'm too much of a child to figure that stuff out on my own. Thank you, 2K, for treating me like I am stupid and morally bankrupt. Thank you for standing up as the standard of goodness so we know that anyone who disagrees with you is evil. By the way, 2K didn't make this game. They own the people who made it. Dipshit. You're an absolute, complete dipshit. Holy... Okay, you are a 3-year-old. But, also, 0 out of 10.
The fuck?
That was a roller coaster, man.
Wow.
I've only played like 2 hours of Bioshock, and I know everything he just said is a complete and utter lie. Or he's delusional. This sounds like it was written by a 15-year-old. I mean, Metacritic, we've talked about this before. It's just filled to the brim with 15-year-old edgelords.
Yeah, it definitely is. Damn, that guy. That was
so upset.
That was a roller coaster of emotion.
It wasn't really a roller coaster of emotion. It was a roller coaster of poor grammar and
salt,
badly written sentences.
Well, that's gonna be the show. Hope everyone enjoyed it.
I broke my pop filter again.
Well,
there we go. I'm back. I'm not incompetent.
Thank you to the Heatley brothers for our intro and outro music, and Alicia for our artwork we use for the podcast. Be sure to continue to please like, share, and subscribe to the podcast wherever you're enjoying this audio-ness. You can reach out to the show on Twitter at Wannabe Podcast. You can reach out to Ryan on Twitter at Ryan Divisions. You can reach out to me on Twitter at Swaylock. All these are going to be in the description, by the way. Also, we have an Instagram at Wannabe Gaming. You can also email the show if for some reason you don't have social media, or if you just want to email us, you can. WannabePodcast@gmail.com.
That's right. And Jordan is supposedly still working on his anime podcast titled Subtitled.
That's right. That's man. I don't have an excuse. I, that's my excuse. That nervous laughing.
And then I've got to get on my new article. I got a couple ideas, but you can follow me on Medium. I don't know if they actually follow on Medium, but it'll be on Medium and the Amino video game app. My username is Games Cubed. I've done things like all the Google Stadia and all the streaming stuff, and I've done stuff. I've done
10 games for 10 years.
Yeah. My newest thing is like my 10 favorite games for each year of the last decade. And I got a couple ideas. I think I'm going to do maybe something about all the rash of games that are bad and then get fixed, like Rainbow Six Siege and
Anthem.
Well, they're still working on Anthem. That's not good yet. But that is kind of what inspired me to do that. So
Stay safe and play on.
I have my own morals, and I was born with them. No one taught them to me. I didn't see them on TV or anything. I was born with them.